Autumn Gay, and I did my slave narratives on Betty Cofer and Philip Evans. What I learned with Betty Cofer is that they got plenty to eat. Her master and Miss Julia was strict, but they were good to him. With Ryan Evans, what I learned about him was he was born at the General Boughton Cannon Place. He was born April the 1st, 1852, and he went fishing and they wore wooden shoes. And I also learned that with Philip Evans that he himself told his master that he wasn't born a fool. The life of Betty, she was fed. Miss Ella was her best friend, not just her owner. With Philip's life, he did not have to work because he was a kid. He got to play around. He helped feed the stocks and pigs, bring fruit from the orchard and the sick tree. Betty's conditions under slavery were a lot more simplistic and easier than Philip's. Betty's was that they ate beans, grits, and sometimes had meat. She slept on the floor in Miss Ella's room, where Philip's conditions were lived in a plank house. They were fed from trays set on planks, ate from iron spoons, ate peas, beans, okra, taters, mush, shorts, bread, and milk. Philip got paid in small coins, and if they lied or stole, they got whooped on their backs. The three details from Betty's narrative that gave me the most vivid thing from her being from North Carolina was the fact that she went to school. She saw slaves being sold away, and once she became freed, she didn't want to move away from Miss Ella. The three details from Phillips that let me know that he was the sense of a slave in South Carolina was that the slaves were beaten, they got whoopings in the post on town, the shoes had wooden bottoms, and stealing was one of the major crimes that required them getting shackled in town, getting their pants ripped off, their shirts ripped off, and then they were getting busted with whips and everything else. They did not get freed. Where on Betty's case, she was free. She was treated with respect. When I read in the story, she was in her 80s, she was 81 going on 82. And Mr. Phillips doesn't really say when he died or anything to that nature. Both of these stories to me were very emotional, especially Philip's story because of the way that they were beaten and battered. That hits a spot. Or with Betty's case, she didn't get beaten. She did get scolded, but she never got beaten. And I'll end with this. The whole class I have enjoyed. I've actually learned more than what I did in high school. And that was in 2012. So thank you so much for letting me do these slave narratives, do the probate. Thank you.